we have proposed a global minimum tax effective rate of 21%, not 26%. And what we're working toward internationally is a global minimum tax that is at least 15% and hopefully higher than that. What the G7 agreed to in London last week was that they would adopt a global minimum tax at least 15%, not 15%, but hopefully higher than that. And I think if we're able to make progress domestically on reforming our GILTI, which needs to be on a country by country basis rather than a blended basis, and ourselves move it into the same territory we're asking other countries to do, I think we have a very good chance of getting them to agree. And we're really looking for agreement on this by the time of the leaders G20 summit next October. I think we have a very good chance of getting very broad-based agreement on this in the OECD. And
so it sounds to me like you're saying that you think the United States should move first, regardless of whether there is a global agreement.
Well, I think we're trying to move these things in tandem. We feel very good about the progress that we're making internationally and feel the United States would be in a better situation. It would help to fund the important proposals in the president's budget to close tax loopholes that are, if we raise this tax and reform it, we're going to stop incentives that many American firms now have to shift profits and actual production activity away from our shores. And
well, I take it that you're saying that you're not ruling out, at least, that the United States would act first. But even if we acted in conjunction with the OECD, that does not include a number of critical other nations, which some of which have already signaled that they will not do a global minimum tax.
well, Senator,
how do we do that? Go ahead.
You mentioned Ireland and a few other countries. I've had very constructive bilateral conversations with the Irish finance minister and believe that he's going to be working with us and that to try to raise the global minimum tax, even though that's a highly consequential matter for Ireland. I believe the entire EU will in the end go along with higher minimum taxes. Now, if there are a few countries, we do need broad global agreement on this, but we don't need every country to go along with it because Pillar 2 on minimum taxes contain an enforcement mechanism whereby we will be able to incent holdouts, tax havens that don't want to go along with this deal, to come on board and establish a global minimum tax. And if they're unwilling even so to do so, we're proposing changes to the BEAT to make it more effective and to deny foreign corporations in the United States the deductions that enable them to shift their profits offshore.